Up Shane, we are talking cars. So we have a very special car today. This is the C class. Well, this particular variant is the C200, and man, it is highly anticipated for the South African market. So, like growing up as in Twana Sekasi, a kid in Johannesburg, you grew up idolizing cars such as the D series, the C class, and maybe not so much for the Audi A4, but we're starting to like the car now. Eh? So yeah, anyway, I think the design team really understood the position of the car in the market. In a dying sports sedan market, this is something that you need to do. You need to really come up with an answer to challenge the likes of the newer SUVs and crossovers and all that. So back in the days, this used to be really popular, but now it really is an acquired taste. And I think, wow, what a tastefully done car. It looks amazing. It looks menacing. It really takes the fight to the likes of the Julia and the BMW G23 series. You know, it gets my stamp of approval. So anyway, I really like the small touches in between. Subtle yet classy. You get these chrome surrounds around your windows. They look really good. In combination with the silver, well, the paint job looks amazing. Of course, this offers you keyless entry and start. For the car of this magnitude, it is quite expected. Now, this particular one is equipped with 18-inch rims and tires. So you get this beautiful two-tone silver and black rims. They look amazing, wrapped in Pirelli tires, which then helps with those driving dynamics. Now, moving over on this end, you do get small design touches that I'd like to highlight. There's a small star, well, Mercedes-Benz logo embedded in the light. Looks really good, nice touch. You get a PDC sensor housed in the right areas of the bumper. You wouldn't want to scratch this million rand car. And you get this plastic inside, so there is no fog light and it looks really good. But I'm guessing yes, this part will just do the trick because these are high performance LED lights. You also do get a PC sensor on this end. Now moving over onto your gigantic grille, you get a really pronounced three-pointed Mercedes-Benz logo and these slits, so if you opt for the AMG line, you get like diamond, a diamond grille basically. It looks really good. So I love how there are small touches of sportiness and elegance. There's a chrome lip running well on this end. It looks really good in conjunction to the chrome surrounds that are used on the grill itself. The horizontal slit finished in grill and around the grill itself. It just looks amazing. Looks wise, I think it really is menacing. It is quite monstrous. It looks quite beefy. What are your thoughts on the looks so far? So this is what your baby S class looks like from the rear. It really is one because it looks really good. I just love how it was done. I love how certain shapes take place, just the elegance and the uniform nature of it. I love how these lights wrap around, from the rear. They form a really nice curve and shape. I like that. It looks really good and elegant. And then yeah, really quite smooth. So yeah, beneath there you get a PDC sensor in the right areas, of course, a light deflector, and a diffuser finished in a matte black effect with a chrome surround. Notice that there isn't anything in there, it's all underneath somewhere. And yeah, what are your thoughts on the looks so far? Yay, nay? Let's now move into the interior part of the review. Well, yeah, sort of. This is the overview of the interior. Beautiful, luxury, excellence. You've made it in life. Ah, man, I'm really impressed. So let's start with the door card. Yeah, the leather used is quite good. Really is soft, good quality. I like this floating island panel, but hey, build material, yeah, we have complained a bit about it. Many reviewers have pointed it out that the build quality is not what we expect of it. But I'm gonna ignore that and just really say I like this design. It looks really nice. A piano black finish, but doesn't look like it's gonna scratch anytime soon. A really solid door handle. Yeah, nicely padded leather on this end. Oof, I like this floating panel. It looks really good. Feels quite good as well. Quality of materials that are used. These buttons, they feel really solid. I like how big this door pocket is. Really is quite inclusive. You can store your drink over there, and this to open your boot as well. So this is your speaker cutout and space for your tweeter. Okay, as for now, let's start with the seat. So yeah, there is a plate which says Mercedes-Benz, hello Mercedes. And then yeah, as you then get inside, this is what greets you, or this is what awaits you rather. Beautifully sculpted seats, they just look amazing. Look at that. This is probably artificial leather, but it looks really good. I like the gray stitching that is used. The seats sort of look perforated at certain points. but I don't think they are. I really just like I love the seats, you know. They are quite supportive in the right areas, so your thigh support and yeah, your lower waist or something like that. And then just you can really adjust it electronically over here, you know, to go up and down, back and forward. Your lumbar support would be over there, but to push this seat forward, there is a manual thingy to operate over there, right there. Okay, as for the interior overview, everything looks really nice in here. The steering wheel looks really good. You know, it feels quite comfortable in my hands. My 10 and total lock positions are really quite good. I am not a fan of these touch sensitive buttons. Yeah, I really don't like that. I prefer physical buttons on this end, but they look really good. You get your down shifting pedal on this end, up shifting on the other side. Your gear select lever is placed over here, which is a 9-speed. You know, it's called a 9G Tronic. Your indicator controls on the other side. This is your main screen for the driver. It looks really good. You get these beautifully sculpted aircon controls and vents. They do feature ambient lighting, as you can probably pick it up. It looks really good. It looks amazing. I like the clicky sound that it makes and the design. I'm a fan of that. Yeah, I did touch on the build quality. Not too much. Doesn't really rattle much. This is where you can really operate your lights, you know, your electronic lights, auto on, auto off, the angle, so forth. Your handbrake is placed over there, just like that. Okay, so this is the main screen. This is the party trick. Looks really good. This is where things get a lot more interesting. So I like the 3D design and the floating panel, you know, just looks amazing. I really like it. Nice materials. It feels like luxury in here. I know a few guys did complain about the build quality, you know, things such as this, the sound, not really good. How do I switch this off? Oh, okay, good. Yeah, those rattling sounds that it makes, not really impressive for a car that costs this much, or for a C-Class rather. We expect a bit better, but it looks really nice nonetheless. So you get a bit of ambient lighting. I'm sure you've picked up on the sunroof. This is equipped with that. It's an optional extra. You get like 2, and they look amazing. You know, to open it, you simply swipe it up just like that, which is something I'd be doing each and every day when I drive this car. Yeah, really beautiful materials used throughout, you know. Yeah, so when you push on it, it does make a few sounds. So best kept, if you don't really touch it, then move it, just keep it as is. Let's access the glove box. Yeah, really decent storage. I like that. It is quite deep. Well, I can't reach in there, but it is quite deep. Hopefully you can pick it up. I like the ambient lighting because I can see hints of it, you know. It's currently set to purple, I think, and it looks amazing. Infotainment screen, you can see it is quite gigantic. It offers you Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. This is all wireless, and if equipped, it does offer you navigation as well. So this can literally do anything you want it to do. It really is quite feature packed. Yeah, there's a lot that you can do on the screen. It is quite it's a great quality screen, to be honest. You know, it feels really good to touch. It is quite responsive. It's quick. There isn't anything that I could possibly want or even expect. This is it. This is the creme de la creme. And then yeah, you get this. This is your drive mode selector to toggle between the different driving modes, the different camera options being offered. I'm not too sure what this does. This is for your hazards. And then you get a BlackBerry-like fingerprint thingy. You know, so if you set certain settings to your profile, this is then where you can lock it and access it just like that. So you get these quick buttons which offer you haptic feedback. You know, you can switch it off just like that, and on and off, I mean up and down for your volumes and so forth. Now on this area, this is really nice, just like that. So to open it, you push it backwards all the way, and then you get a USB Type-C port on that end. Space for your phone, it really is quite deep. It is quite deep in there. You get really beautiful adaptive drinks holders. So yeah, that's how adaptive they are. Release just like that. I like that. And a beautiful center armrest. It feels quite comfortable. I like that. This is how you open it, and you can then access tons and tons of space in there. Are they USB ports? I am not too sure. I may be missing them. Yeah, but this is how you then access it. Let me just check it out, in fact. You know, okay, not really, before I break things. So yeah, this is quite decent. I like that. So storage is quite good. The materials quality, I like it. So notice that your headrests look really beautiful, so you can really adjust these. I'm gonna try and do it. Okay, maybe let me do it once I'm seated at the rear. So yeah, this is your overview. This is what you can expect. You obviously can customize that. How do we do it? Let's try it out. So home button, classic, home, yeah, maybe classic. Okay, that's that. Home, lane departure settings over there, your service, and so forth. But you really get the idea, understated, so that people underestimate you. It looks really good. So you can see colors are quite vibrant, they're quite clear. The car looks really good. This is the minimalistic approach, and it just looks amazing. I like that. To access your climate control, there's a quick button over there. That's how you press it. Well, obviously if the vehicle is on and stuff like that. Once again, a round of applause for this. Nice and clicky sounds, the good beautiful ambient lighting, amazing. Let's go through to the rear. So from the rear, the same materials as the front, to be honest. Nice and soft leather that is used. I like this floating panel, really soft leather. Okay, it's not really padded, hey? Yeah, it's not really soft on this end. And then I like this aluminum feel, it feels quite good. Yeah, I like that, I really like this. A speaker cutout and a really decent storage area. You can store your bottle and a wallet and your cell phone and so forth. Now, from the inside, this is what I wanted to adjust earlier on, so you can really adjust it just like that. So depending on how you feel, yeah, you can set it to your liking. So the seats look really good, I like it. The overview looks really proper, and then yeah, you get a bit of ambient lighting on this end, because I also wanted to touch on it. And then you get these beautifully sculpted air vents for the rear passengers, and a bit of space on this end. Yeah, looks really good. But I'm missing USB ports. Are there any? There isn't any on this one. So behind the seat there is a storage net that you can access. Okay, maybe it's a bit dark right now. Let's try this. Much better. So you can now access the storage area on this end to place 1 or 2 items. Leg room. Yeah, so the seat is all the way to the back. This is not my driving position, but I still get decent enough knee room, definitely. And yeah, leg room is quite okay. It's okay. So notice there is a transmission tunnel, so this is best suited to pilot or drive around 4 passengers at most. You can always add a third person, but yeah, just be mindful of this. Let's now access the center armrest. Okay, I was expecting to see cup holders. Maybe they are here. Okay, what is that? I have no idea what this is. I really have no idea what this is, but I guess, yeah, this is what you get. If I missed anything, apologies on that. So there are ISOFIX mounting points for the the car seats for the babies. This is how they can access it. So now open your boot area. You can either do so by pressing over there or pressing on your key, press and hold, and it slides up beautifully. Decent space. I'm really impressed. This is quite good. This is where you can store your shopping bag. You can open the seats from this end. Example, I show you now. Example, press and hold, and it falls open. Well, you can see this is how far you can load. Possibly your mountain bike can go in there. Your 50-inch TV screen can definitely go in there, and you get a storage net on this side. Nothing much on the other side, but you still can do the same thing. I show you now. It opens all the way to the front, and then yeah, you can really mount a few things over there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now underneath is the spare wheel. Definitely not, which is quite disappointing. I wasn't expecting that, but I guess this is running on run flats, and you get a nice shopping basket. Yeah, really good, really nice touch. Thank you, Mercedes. So yeah, this is it for the boot area. I like that. There's a bit of storage area. This is possibly tire repair kit or something. I really can't open it. And yeah, this is it for the boot area. But I'm quite impressed. Really good size. Yeah, average at its best. Good. Okay, driving impressions of the C-Class. Let's choose our preferred driving mode, comfort, and yeah, let's take it for a nice spin. A beautiful luxury car, to be honest. You really wouldn't tell that it's riding on 18-inch rims. Only when it really matters, and then can you really feel the difference. But so far, so good. Like, yeah, you know, body roll, especially taking this corner, kept to a minimum. I like that. Maybe okay, let me put it in sports. And you already saw the dials turn up. You really can also do this, put it in sports. Yeah, but I prefer it with the other mode. So this is what sports looks like. I think it looks really good. It is quite interesting. A beautiful landscape, you know. It feels like I'm in something expensive, and I think for £1 million car, it's well worth it. So you do get a bit of ambient lighting, as I did mention before. I did touch on that. I don't really prefer the screen though. Maybe and there is understated if you want that, but nah, I think I prefer classic. I want to see everything. Can you see that? Beautifully beautiful. I like that. So yeah, this is where I prefer to put it, in classic, and just enjoy. Auto start off. Let's talk about what sort of power it has. From a 1.5 turbocharged engine, you get 150 kilowatts of power plus an additional 15 kilowatts of power. That is courtesy of a 48 volt mild hybrid system. So this is located between your engine and your transmission, and this also helps when it comes to, you know, highway driving, as you then are able to coast on the car and just glide. It really works. It also works with the turbo leg, so it does really add something to minimize it a bit. How many Newton meters are we talking about? 300. So yeah, really good. So far so good. I am impressed. Yeah, I'm quite excited. In fact, the seats are very good. They feel quite comfortable. A beautiful place to be in, to be honest. So it does have a 9-speed, yeah, it's called a 9G-tronic gearbox, which really is quite smooth, and you get a nice and sporty throaty sound. I like it, and it feels really balanced. You know, when you take in these curves, it feels quite agile. I like it. I think it's a really good sports sedan. It really knows its place in the market, so it offers you a bit of luxury and definitely plenty of comfort. So I like how it is a hybrid, but it's a hybrid between comfort and sports. Let me put it back into comfort mode, because that's what I prefer, and just take it easy and drive it like a normal C-Class owner would. So NVH levels are really good. I'm not really hearing much coming through into the cabin. A bit of tire noise, and obviously that is dependent on the brand of tire and the type of tire that you have. I believe these are run flats, so they tend to be a bit rough to offer you, well, advantages of a run flat tire. Otherwise, yeah, display is quite crisp. Your screen is quite clear, so if you need to navigate, you can always do that nicely. Let's try and do that. I just want to get ahead. I wish the road was a bit more open for me to really just explore and enjoy the C-Class. You do get pedal shifters, which are maybe they're better not utilized. I mean, there is no need. This thing is really quite seamless. Okay. Yeah, the way it changes up, the way it changes down, you can't really catch it off guard, and you can't feel the changes. I think this is definitely, of the cars I've driven on test, this has the smoothest one, and then followed by the Lexus IS. And the Lexus IS has been around for ages, but yeah, it's a really good one. Maybe let's keep it straight. Yeah, so if you want to do that, there is always plenty of power. And then yeah, I had a few complaints when it came to the brake pedal and the feel. So it's more like nothing, and then everything. So far I am getting a bit of that, but not much. I think I am used to the car. You know, this is the first time I'm driving it, but it didn't really take me much to get used to the car, so I'm not really complaining there. And it does say attention assist, you know, yeah, different menu modes, plenty of settings to play around with, and so forth. One thing that I didn't test out is the sound. You know, I really didn't get a chance to test out the sound quality from the speakers to be able to tell if they are really worth whatever, you know, they really do befit the car of this magnitude. So this is the sort of car that you wanna, you know, I think everyone, judging by what the car looks like and drives like, I think it really is, it is fit for purpose. Like, everyone can get into this car and start driving. You don't need to be an old man anymore. It really can appeal to my dad and to me at the same time. So I think, yeah, well done Mercedes for moving into that direction. The looks of the car are quite good, so I'm gonna make a U-turn over here, and the car feels really agile. It is rear wheel driven, by the way, so yes, that's how you get that sporty flavor. I just love how smooth it is, to be honest. I think it is it's worth your hard-earned money. You know, if somebody's getting married and they need you to negotiate, you can rock up in this and you'll get the respect. So maybe they might penalize you for that and charge you a bit more, but the respect you will definitely gather. Okay, I'm going in. Do we have the power to get out of the way? Yes, we do. Ah man, this is a beautiful car. I love it. Driving mode, are we still in comfort? Let's put it in sports. Yeah. Holds onto gears a bit longer. Yeah, throttle response is increased. Steering wheel feels quite, not really heavy, but yeah, fairly direct. Like, every input I make, it really does follow through. But let me put it in comfort, to be honest. The difference, yes, it feels a lot more calmer in comfort mode. It doesn't really, yeah, it's not really eager to get going up and going. But should I decide to plant my foot down, there's a bit of a delay and then it goes. Let me put it in sports and check for that as well. Okay, yeah, a second delay or so. So yeah, but once it gets going, it really pushes through. Not bad from the little 1.5 liter engine. Eco to optimize fuel economy. Yes, speaking of that, it is rated for 6.8 liters per 100. I reckon anything between that and 9 or 10, depending on how you drive it, of course. But I think it is quite a fuel efficient car. Around town, expect between, a realistic figure would be, I'd give it a good guesstimate of 9 liters per 100. That would be fair. Anything better than that would be a bonus, judging by the power that you have and everything. So would you daily this car? Yes, I would. I think it's made for that. Daily this car, definitely. But also take it out on the open highway and take a drive to the next province. Men ngaitekala ngai dula kusukela ni komba kaya letsanini ngabe na problem, you know. Mangifuna ngayishaya kusuka la ngiye kwale ngiye ngale KwaZulu Natal. Bafo injalo le ndaba. So yeah, I really don't mind this car. In fact, I love the car. I really am quite impressed. Everything impresses me, you know, the quality of materials, even though there is a squeak here and there, an odd squeak or a rattle, but it's nothing I cannot live without, you know. I really can survive that. Yeah, comfort should be good. Car feels really good, man. I like it. I just love how everything is within reach. So yeah, screen is quite big, quite crisp. I can do whatever I want to do on this end. This is really clear as well. I can see, I can also manipulate this to do what I want. and these are not really getting in my way of driving, or the way I handle the steering wheel, so that's also quite good. And yeah, NVH levels, did I touch on that? Maybe not. They are quite good. The only thing that I can hear is a bit of tire noise, and that's it. So yeah, they well done on that. Safety, you get, obviously this comes standard with like advanced ABS, your electronic brake distributions, and so forth, plenty of that. 9 airbags, plenty of that. I won't even touch on it because that's what you expect. It's the bare minimum for this type of car. And I think this car commands a bit of respect. So whenever I pass around, people do look at me with a bit of envy, and I get a nod or two. They're like, yeah, no, we see you. So yeah, I'd like to say I see you guys back. I think the car really does command a bit of respect. So if you're rocked up in these at church or for a date, yeah, people would really, would take you seriously. So as far as that is concerned, don't worry, you would be buying the right car. And it is a long car, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels quite sporty and agile, and I like that. It feels quite, like it really. Here's the old one. Yeah, that looks more like an old mature person type of car. This, I think, it has a dual purpose. It would be befitting for a young man, woman, or an old man or woman. So it really does work for that. So I think design is really good. I like that, and yeah, I'm really satisfied so far. So this is it for our driving impressions. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe. So looking into pricing, this is the C200 Avantgarde. If you were speccing it brand new and you want an AMG line kit, which adds 19-inch rims, an AMG line a body kit, steering wheel as well, and so forth, you need to fork out an additional 54,000 rand. Now, out in the open market for a second-hand one, I was able to source the C200 Avantgarde with less than 17,000 kilometers on the clock for 679,900 rands. What is the monthly repayment amount? 12,527. So for the very same car with just the AMG line kit, I was then able to source that instead for 809,999 rand. So that translates to plus minus 14,924 rands per month. Does it really make more sense just for the AMG line kit? Only you can decide. What I'd personally opt for, because I'm a bit youthful, the AMG line kit adds a bit of zest into the car, into the looks of the car as well. Well, maybe not so much for the tire profile because it becomes slimmer, which really has negative effects, but I'd live with that. I'd opt for a C220D AMG line. So one I could find with less than 15,000 kilometers on the clock. It was going for 828,500 rand. So that translates to plus minus 15,265 rands per month. That's what I'd opt for. So what do I think? How am I closing it? I think the C-Class is worth your hard-earned money. They just need to focus on the build issues we mentioned, and also include cup holders for the rear passengers. I mean, come on, what is that? But besides that, I really think there isn't anything I'd want to change on the car. Well, I'd opt for either or. It really depends on the occasion. If you're a bit youthful, the AMG line kit makes sense. But if you're a bit more mature, or you just want to be a bit more understated, then the Avantgarde makes a lot of sense for you. So either or for me would work. I'd really happily drive any of those cars, and I think it's a great car. It's a great price. I won't really touch on the new price because it's almost a million rand car. It probably is by now in 2024 if you want to even spec the warranty that it comes up with, which is really something I don't want to touch on. Okay, but I guess I do need to touch on it. So yes, it includes a 2-year or an unlimited kilometer warranty. So it's 2 years or unlimited kilometer warranties, whichever first, 2 years of that, and a 5-year 100,000 kilometer maintenance plan. Obviously you pay a bit more for that. So yeah, if you opt for one from Mercedes, be ready to fork out at least about 960,000 rands upwards. If you really are quite generous with the spec list, then I know it's crossing that 1 million rand mark. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you're still here at this point, you might as well subscribe. See you on the next one. Thank you so much.